Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected holes. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
And I'm Craig Stu, and I'm dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one. Man, did y'all hear about Pluto? That's messed up.
What do you mean? The fact it's not a planet?
Yeah.
Was this
How
a
does
line?
that...
Well, it's a dwarf planet. It's a dwarf planet.
Are we talking about the dwarves in Disney's latest controversy?
What?
Are you not familiar with Disney's latest controversy in which
I'd love to be, though.
The Snow White and the Seven Dwarves is going to be a live action, in case you didn't know.
Are they all going to be Hugh Grant? Every dwarf is just Hugh Grant?
No, but they seem to be of like various different races and sizes.
That's a controversy? Well, hold on. Are some of them big? Because there's the controversy right there.
Yes, I believe that is it. In which I'm pretty sure
big
that
which
some
way?
of them...
Yeah, well, hold on.
Because
Are they
tall?
Are they
they're
tall?
tall?
Because then they're
Yes.
not a dwarf.
Are they under, what 4 foot something? What is the classification of a dwarf?
I feel like
There's
some
a
of them
difference
even
between a
look...
mythological dwarf, though, and a person
well,
with
why do you
dwarfism.
what's a mythological dwarf then? Craig?
It's a race of like.
No, I know, but what are the measurements? What are
I
the, you
don't
know?
know.
What do you mean you don't know? You said there was a difference, and don't fucking tell me there's a difference. You can't tell me the difference.
I'm saying, well,
This doesn't help if it's just a picture of them.
But there's Snow White as well. Like okay.
Wait, is Snow White that guy in the back with the beard?
Yeah, which one's
that's
Snow
not
White?
Snow White.
There's no Snow
Hold on.
White here.
I
Because
thought
suddenly
it was.
this became controversial. Then if Snow
I'm
White's
confused.
a guy,
Okay.
Okay, that's a little bit.
I don't know.
looks like Jared Leto.
Probably
Like-
is.
Like, the thing is, with this image that I'm sending you and sending to no one that's listening to the
clicking
podcast.
and downloading that because that's what you're asking me to do. That's not something that's helpful. Like, sending pictures to people on a podcast is already not helpful, but when they have to stop the podcast to download the pictures that you're sending, it's less so.
Okay, I just sent you a new one in which a lot of these men, they don't look too short. We see one man that looks rather short.
You
but
can't
a lot of the
say
others,
that because you're comparing them to each other, Richard. I need to see them next to other people. This doesn't help. They're in a fucking field. There's no sense of fucking scale here. I just see they're all larger than the other man there, but that doesn't mean they're then themselves are, not short.
Wait. Okay, I'm looking at something now. I'm actually reading the article because originally when I saw the people, I thought that everyone was just really mad at the fact that there were some that were like, they looked average size maybe. Okay. But now that I'm reading the article, they're actually mad at the fact that Snow White is not a white person.
Yeah, that's I was going to say probably a bigger deal because her name is Snow White.
I'm more
but
of
that's her
the
name.
camp
No,
that,
I mean,
yeah, I know,
matter.
but she's her skin is supposed to be white as snow.
Rebecca
Craig.
Black isn't black.
Richard,
remember?
Sorry, that was such a fucking stupid argument. I called you Richard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Rebecca Black isn't a character, Craig. She wasn't named Rebecca Black. She's Snow White.
Black
Craig.
Widow isn't black either.
Oh my god! But she's not called that. There's a reason she has a name. It's completely different. She's the fairest of them all, Craig. What do you think fair means, motherfucker?
I think the point here, this is what we should just end this discussion, because the movie will suck anyway, and they're going to make money on it. Just like the last one that came out, and it doesn't matter. Wait,
The Little Mermaid? People love The Little Mermaid. Children love The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was gangbusters.
It made no money.
They got so many Disney Plus subs from Little Mermaid. People love The Little Mermaid.
I wanted to watch it, but you guys all yelled at me.
Yeah, because it's garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I mean, we watched the live performance of Little Mermaid with John
within 10
Stamos.
seconds, Kazka said how great that movie was and how it was terrible at the same time.
I didn't say it was great. I said people liked it. It's different.
Like
Yeah.
Venom.
I mean-
You're right. It's
I mean-
the same thing.
Yeah. It's not
Maybe
the same thing,
this movie,
That movie sucked,
this
but people liked it for some
Yeah, people
reason.
like it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
like
You can
Pinocchio.
garbage.
There were a lot of people who really
No one liked
loved
Pinocchio.
it.
Not a single you. You were the only person who enjoyed Pinocchio.
No, like maybe
No
maybe they have the same person doing like Little Mermaid than they did that they did with Pinocchio, and maybe I'll really love it. So maybe it's worth a shot.
Maybe you can watch it alone.
No,
I think
no.
Disney needs to just stop with this fucking live action
Well,
baloney.
yeah, but why would they do that when they could just, do it and get money?
I'm starting to
If they
think
get
now,
money from it, I mean, are they shooting it right now? Is that what's happening? Because isn't there like a
Shooting
fucking
what?
writer's strike, an actor's strike going on?
They
Is
don't
that
need
where-
writers for this.
I
They don't
get-
need writers or actors.
or
for this.
actors.
Yeah, they don't
the
need
writers
either.
wrote this
Are you kidding me?
like 70 years ago.
Are you kidding me? Are you telling me you're not going to have someone who's going to voluntarily join it? You don't have to fucking pay them. They'll be in a Disney movie. Are you kidding me? A Disney princess movie? Come on. This
They're
is not
scabs.
affected by the fucking strike. I apologize, but stand with them and all that because it is important what
It's
they
very
do.
important.
Yeah. Man, but no, this is not affected by not Disney Snow White. Let's come on.
Like, okay, so what are the writers actually striking? Like, is it all writers or is it just Disney writers?
It's all.
It's
It's
all writers.
It's the union.
Yeah.
Huh.
You've
Like,
been through this before.
I mean, we have, I think. Like, I've
We
seen
have.
things about writer strikes in which, like, Lost had a very short season, around, like, season 4 or 5. I remember that happened.
It killed Heroes.
Oh, shit, did it?
Yeah, that's what happened to Heroes season 2.
I mean, it
Oh,
has some, it
boy.
is. It has something to do with the. I mean, I don't know specifics, but it has to do with streaming and how people don't get residuals or something from streaming,
I believe AI is also a part
and
of it.
AI is a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like, but that's for both sides. It
Yeah.
has to do with their contracts and streaming is a big
Yeah,
part.
shit's got to change
Because
but,
none of the streaming service stuff was in their contracts when they were written because it didn't exist. So they're not getting their fair pay from it.
yeah, they need their due. Pay them up. All right, Richard, put that shit away.
The fuck is putt party?
We're doing a podcast. He's trying to play
I
fucking
don't
mini
know
golf.
what I
Or he's trying to
did.
play mini golf on Discord. And we're trying to fucking do a podcast here.
How do I stop
The worst
this?
part is this is a topic he brought up. He wanted to know more about the fucking actors strike, and he's all like, "Yeah, I had enough of this. Time to play fucking mini golf."
I left it. Sorry. I just
Jesus.
wanted to know what the rocket ship did on Discord.
It lets you play games with your buddies or watch YouTube. That's another activity, but it's not as good as
Okay.
just watch together. That you can find on
Yeah.
the internet.
So I have, bringing this back towards reality here, in which we have our Disney podcast, in which we watched Holes, but
Yeah.
I wanted to know, because right now in the movie space, it's really, really big that you watch both Oppenheimer and Barbie at the same time. Well, maybe not the same.
Simultaneously?
Well, okay, hold on. Not simultaneously, but
Sounds
like one
hard.
after the other. A double
Okay.
feature, if you will.
Double feature. Okay.
And I started thinking about it. What is the perfect double feature to accompany Holes? Like, would you say
Ants.
that Holes is the Barbie, or is Holes the
Holes is
Oppenheimer?
The Oppenheimer for sure.
Ants.
Holes and ants. That's what Craig wants.
I guess. Yeah, I guess they don't have to be the same studio.
Does it have to be Disney? Does it have to be a Disney?
It doesn't have to be. No, why not? I don't think so. Why would it have to be?
Wait, was Oppenheimer and Barbie the same studio?
No.
God, no.
Oh, okay. So there's no relation. They're just coming out the same day.
There was a whole thing
people...
that I think they wanted, or one of the studios was trying to get the other one to like release the movie on a different day because it was silly to have them come out.
I believe that.
The best part, though, is the fact that they were coming out on the same day made this whole thing happen, and it made both movies a ton of money, especially Barbie's like doing like crazy money.
I don't understand why I don't think Barbie can stand on her own, but okay, Craig.
I'm saying it's part of this whole thing.
Sure.
It's
we
know
know
making all the money. I think Oppenheimer's doing well, but it's not making Barbie money.
Well, yeah, but it's crazy that you just said Barbie couldn't stand on its own. Barbie's only doing well because of Oppenheimer. Please, Craig, it's fucking 2023. Women
Craig
can do things.
is the one that is going only to see Oppenheimer. He doesn't care to see Barbie.
That's just bullshit. I want to see Barbie. Steve wanted to see Oppenheimer.
Don't say names! Censor it, Richard.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on, Craig.
Come on, Craig.
Stop outing the men. But you'd rather be watching Barbie than Oppenheimer.
I would, actually, because
I'd also much rather be watching Barbie.
Ryan Gosling looks hilarious.
Why don't you watch both? Why don't you do the double feature?
It's a big commitment. Who's got time for both?
Yeah, it's a lot of movie. We'll go see Barbie on the 5th.
On the 5th? You mean the official Disney Dunces fan meetup at Greg's house?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
We'll go see Barbie.
Why
I'm
the
okay
5th?
That's when the meetup is. Did you get the memo, Richard?
Are you coming? You flying in?
August 5th? Be there at Craig's house.
We're going to Target. We're going to Target. We're going to see Barbie.
Wait, you two are going?
And we're going to see Jose.
It is the Disney Dunces fan meetup. It'd be weird if we didn't go, Richard.
Holy shit. I didn't know you guys were going to go see each other for the meetup.
For the meetup.
How else would
Craig's
there be a meetup?
Okay, hold on, because there's
I guess there was one in Disneyland that nobody showed up for.
No one shut up for this one.
No, we saw our number one fan, the one who draws.
You have at least one fan showing up this time.
No, we saw him. Craig took pictures of him.
I'm pretty sure he had a shoulder pet or something. That's what that was, right?
That was a monkey, Rich. That was.
I mean, I wouldn't call him that.
I didn't call him that. I called Apu that.
Okay. So more importantly, you two, okay, Craig, are you going to be sending me my sarcophagus?
No, the whole purpose of me ordering it was for me not to send it to you.
No, you're going to send it to him because I'm going to bring this stuff to give to you to send to him.
Oh, so we'll send it all at once.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense than me going there to take it and then bring it back and then send it. I'm like, why don't I just bring this stuff to Craig? I'm going
Craig
over
also works next to a post office too.
Yeah, it just made so much more sense to give the stuff to you.
Okay, so, Craig, you're getting the $50, okay?
What's $50 for?
For shipping the stuff.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to ship that. How much? What am I shipping? A brick?
Yeah.
Now
that we have $50 to play with, we can send them all kinds of shit.
Craig, I have given Casca so much
send it
garbage.
Media mail.
No, I don't know. I've given Casca so much garbage over the years, and now it's his time to return whatever he doesn't want to me via you. So,
Craig, I got 3 boxes full of CDs.
Oh God, no. The CDs you can just keep. The CDs I don't care about, but whatever else you want to just send my way,
Richard,
it'll
you
be
didn't
a nice
care about
surprise.
any of it. That's why I have it. What do you mean you don't care about the CDs?
What is
okay?
Fine. CDs?
Send me whatever.
You gave me 3 boxes of CDs. I don't know.
Craig, do you remember when I was moving to Seattle? I brought a giant box of just CDs over to your place, and I just let everyone have their pick. And there wasn't much picking going on, and a lot of it just ended up with Costco.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I just took
this
it all.
at all.
Like, what the fuck do I care?
I just remember when you sent me a box of stuff, and it had your comic books and Dark Pit Figma.
Can I have the comic books back?
I don't know where they are.
Those are long gone, Richard.
Oh, okay. Craig, whatever you want to send my way, feel free. because I have space now.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't have much space. Do you see behind me? I have Rivendell.
Say, you have so much.
No,
crap
I don't
behind
because
you. I
you
see
still
the Disney Castle Lego set just sitting there too.
Oh yeah,
I don't see Rivendell. I see a bunch of bags because it's for some reason it's taking you ages to put that thing together.
This is a $500 Lego set. I'm gonna savor it and not just knock it out in a weekend. I'm on bag like 22 out of like 47.
There's 47 bags.
Yeah, it's in the 40s.
Oh my
At
God.
least 43. I might be exaggerating with the 47.
I don't think that set looks very impressive.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
I mean, it does for a Lord of the Rings fan, but like,
Yeah, for Lord of the Rings fans like me.
like, not rich, but you know.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I watched
Are they
the
small
movie.
bags? Though? It doesn't look like it's that big though. Like, is it? Is I don't know. I've never seen it in person, so.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can bring it here later. But that's not what we're here for today, though. We're here to talk about movies that we've seen within the last 2 weeks, in which I watched the first hour of the Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition. I haven't finished it yet.
You're savoring it. It's a when you
Yes.
spend $500 on a movie, you don't want to get through it in a weekend. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. I'm savoring it. So, like, Frodo just woke up in Rivendell, and that's kind of where I stopped.
That's where you stopped. That's a good stopping point.
He wants
Yeah.
to savor Rivendell because he's building it.
He's building it. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to spoil himself.
he wants to
He's
see-
every time he builds a little bit more Rivendell, he gets to see a little bit more Rivendell. That's how it works.
Yeah, because he's seeing them both for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tracks,
that's
it
exactly
tracks.
how it's working out, actually.
I'm just curious how long it's going to be after Rich finishes building that thing that he says, I don't want this anymore, and he just sends it to me.
Do you want it?
He might just do it now if you ask him nicely.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I would
mean,
appreciate it. At the same time, building them is most of the fun.
Well, Craig, you take it apart. All the pieces
Yeah.
are there.
You're right. You're right.
When I sold my my Simpsons Lego set, I actually separated the pieces into whatever bag they were originally.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I know. People on eBay must love me, or at least whoever
Well,
ordered
the
my
one
Simpsons
guy,
Lego set. Yeah.
I don't know. about
How did you
people.
even do that though?
I went into the
You look at-
instruction
you look at the
manual and did it in
instructions.
reverse.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I feel like that wasn't so hard to figure out.
Yeah, but that sounds awful.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't too bad.
I don't
Or
know.
at least
Why
I
is it
don't remember
awful?
it being
you
too
put it all
painful.
together like that. Why would being the opposite be any different?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I even remember just like deconstructing the second floor.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
I mean,
Yeah, The Simpsons is in a starry state, but hey.
yeah. Anyway, you guys, we have to talk about holes.
Yeah. That's about all I got of holes.
Dig it
That's
up,
the only thing
dig it.
I remember from the
They
movie.
played that
Like,
song constantly on
it's
fucking
been
Disney
in my
Channel.
head. Like I'm cooking dinner and I find myself just like, digging up bomb. Yeah. And then you've got to go and dig them holes.
You do.
It's
That's
a good song.
That's part of it.
Yeah, and this is actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, this is an enjoyable movie. I have nothing against this movie, though. I have no love for holes. I didn't care for the book, and I think I quote unquote Richard watched this movie when I was a kid. I'm sure it was probably on in a class or just on the Disney Channel because I vaguely remember seeing
We watched
bits and
it.
pieces of it.
We read it the year it came out. The movie came out. Is the year we
Okay.
read it in school. It
Okay,
was 6th grade.
okay,
Yeah.
This is I think Rich, were we in the
okay.
same class?
No names. What are you doing?
No names. No names.
No names.
I don't remember her name.
I remember having to
I
read the book.
remember.
I did not care for the book. That's all I cared. That's all I'm saying.
Me and Craig were actually on different teams, though, I think. So I don't think we
Wow.
would have had the same teacher. Wait, no, we were
We were on the same team. We were on the white team.
Oh, shit. I guess we did.
That would make sense looking
Hold
at
on.
y'all.
Can I name names in the Discord chat?
Only if Craig promises not to read them aloud.
It's something with
Craig.
a K.
You can't read it out loud. Oh my god, how do I get the Discord chat back? because I
can't.
only
It's gone
see
forever.
us.
You
And
popped
I
us
can't-
out? Did you pop us out or did you just make it bigger?
I don't know.
Did you full screen or did you pop out, Richard? Come on, this is important information.
How do I do this?
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's really
show
not
chat.
important at all whatsoever.
Okay, there you go, Craig.
He just
Is
wrote
it coming
Hitler
back
in
to you
chat.
now?
He
That's
just
what
wrote
I thought
Hitler.
it was.
He just wrote Hitler in chat.
That's
He
exactly
just wrote
right.
Hitler. He stopped the podcast to talk about how he can't find the chat just to write Hitler in there.
No, it rhymes with Hitler.
It actually doesn't, but
Does not. It just
Okay.
kind of looks like Hitler.
Okay, fine.
rhymes
Oh,
with his.
it's stop it. All right. Enough. I have something to say about holes.
Yes.
The whole reason we fucking watched this movie, and again, it's not a bad movie by any stretch of the
Is it because I
imagination.
said Stanley Yelnats in the last?
No, it wasn't even
podcast?
that. This
Is
was
it because I watched Stanley?
No, this was a this was a request from a fan
Oh yeah, it was.
who messaged me personally and said, "Hey, did you know that the main character's name in Holes is his last name but backwards?" And I'm like, yeah.
They
I'm
call
pretty
it
sure
out
they
in
say
the
that in the
movie.
movie,
They-
and like
they say
his
it.
father and his father's father. Like I think it's a family tradition thing. He's like, "Is this common knowledge?" I was watching Watch Mojo, and I'm like, I never picked on that the first time, and I'm like,
They say it. It's just.
I'm like, I would have given him the benefit of the doubt. Like it was 20 years ago. He could have just forgotten. But I'm just like, either that or he fucking watched the movie like Richard does. That's it. It's either one or the other. But man, oh man. Just calling you out on that. They say it multiple times.
Is this
in
the fan
fucking
that I'm
movie.
meeting at the fan meetup?
No, not at all.
Wait, who are you meeting at the fan meetup?
The fans.
The fans, bud.
Can I come?
I'm not going to stop you. If you show up, you show up.
Okay. I think we might be able to make it. Wait,
Okay.
Can we actually delay it? Or can we have a second fan meetup?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah. And then we can bring multiple fans.
If you can find them, you can bring them.
I like this.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It'll
You could
be
s-
fun.
You can say hi to your mom.
Oh, yeah.
She's
What
your
if
biggest fan.
She's not allowed at the fan meetup.
Why?
She doesn't know this exists.
I'm going to tell her. Okay, we're going to make a pit stop.
My mom does. She's the one who was telling people about it to listen.
She can come to the meetup. She's a big fan.
My mom is going to hear all about the eyebrows, how she said I had devil eyebrows and
Yeah,
shaved them off.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she's not going to want to hear that, I don't think.
And she shouldn't have done it.
Maybe.
I don't know. Do you want me to feel bad for her?
I mean,
She shaved off your eyebrows. I made fun of you for it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I just assumed Rich
Motherfucker
just
had
didn't
no
have thick
eyebrows.
eyebrows. I just assumed he didn't have thick eyebrows. Just whatever.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, devil eyebrows. I'll never
eyebrows.
forget that.
Understandable.
I get them from my dad.
The devil.
Does she shave his eyebrows too?
No.
Why?
But she does cut his hair as well. So
Okay.
sometimes his
Wait, she
hair
still
might
cuts your
not
hair?
look- What?
She cuts your hair?
No, my dad's hair.
Oh.
So
No,
you,
Rich-
you
she said
might
as well.
see that it looks
Rich
a
has,
little.
has luscious
funky.
locks these days. He doesn't,
Well, he said as well. I was wondering who else's
Okay.
hair she's doing.
So I got a haircut, and the last time I got a haircut, like I always start by saying 4 on the side, 3 finger length on top. And this time it was a new guy doing my hair, and when I say 3 finger length, he just says finger length, and then I'm all like 3 finger length, and then he holds up the 3 fingers, and I'm like, yeah, mm-hmm. But then, like towards the end of the haircut, the barbers tag teamed. In which, like, they swapped one out for another. Like,
Yeah, we
the
understand
owner.
what tag teams are.
Yeah, the owner decided to like finish me up instead. So I think the first guy like kind of fucked up, and the owner had to come in to fix
Yeah,
it.
probably. He's new, he said.
Yeah, it happens a lot at this place. Like this is the second or third time like the owner decided to like, finish me up instead of someone else.
I'll believe that. I feel like you I don't know, you've talked about this place a few times and it seems strange.
And yeah, I'm here giving them $40 for a $16 haircut.
I don't quite understand that, but
like I want to give them a good tip. Like I feel like a $4 tip on a $16 haircut not enough. And I only carry 20s, so I give them the 40.
Yeah, but they fuck up your hair every time to the point where someone has to come fix it.
But I still walk out like I feel like the owner knows me as the guy who overtips, so that's why he makes sure that I look good afterwards, or at least like serviceable. You're asking a
lot of him.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Oh God. Anyway, holes. Sorry for distracting everyone.
Yeah. Where do we begin? There's a man, his name is Stanley Yelnats, and if he didn't pick up on it, it's Stanley backwards. And he gets busted for stealing shoes because he's a little thief. And he has a choice. He can either go to camp or we go to prison. So he goes, I've never been to camp.
Did he actually get a choice?
Yeah.
Did.
He did get a choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he goes to camp. And it turns out it's a special camp where they take boys that are bad and they turn them into boys that are good by making them dig holes.
It's the season of boys.
The season of boys, baby. I don't know. I can't get excited about holes. Can you guys get excited about holes? Can someone get excited about holes for me? The only exciting thing about this fucking movie is it had Bud from Cosby in it, and that's all I fucking care about. Otherwise, it's nothing. It's nothing to me.
Who's
don't
Bud
care
from Cosby?
much. Yeah, what is Cosby?
What?
Well, which character
Bud
is
from
Bud?
Cosby?
Which character?
Bud.
Which character is Bud?
What do you mean, what character is Bud?
I don't remember Bud from Cosby.
You don't remember Cosby? You're watching
Is this
Cosby?
the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
Was he like one of the little kids?
Bud, yeah.
Did he grow up to be the guy who got murdered on the lake?
Yeah. Murdered. I think that in this case it's called a lynching, Richard, when it's a white man against a black man for kissing
I thought that lynching was specifically when you hang them.
Oh, that's what they said they were going to do, and they shot him anyway, but I'm going to call it lynching regardless because I feel like murder doesn't have quite the ring to it.
I need the definition of lynching.
Okay.
Like, I guess, like, if you don't want to call it murder, like, a hate crime.
I want to call it a hate crime, and lynching does a pretty good job of that. Even if they didn't physically hang him like they were going to.
Lynch says of a mob kill someone, especially by hanging. So
they lynched him. Get fucked.
Or severely criticize or condemn.
Okay.
He was on hanging
That
with
seems
Mr.
like
Cooper.
That seems more like a more common like cancel culture approach for sure. Why not?
I like executed. They executed him on the.
That's the thing, though. Execution. You can execute criminals, George. I think this specifically.
I mean, in their mind, he was a criminal.
He was not a criminal.
He kissed a white lady.
He was a black man who kissed a white lady.
Oh man!
I'm gonna stick with lynching.
This is not even the same guy.
Wait, is Casca racist? Does he think all black people look alike?
No, I swear he's Bud. He was also
He wasn't Bud.
He was Magic Head in Black Magic. What are you talking about? He's also tan.
Oh,
and
Rudy
Shutterfly
Huxtable's
Simmons.
friend.
You know.
Yeah.
The man has
Kenny.
a storied career.
Yeah, this is Kenny. Wait, is this? Hold on. Wait, this might not. Holes doesn't come up on his Wikipedia page. Why doesn't it come up on his Wikipedia page?
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, we should probably finish the podcast.
No, this isn't the same man.
You're thinking of Ovaltine Jenkins, Richard. That's who I'm thinking of. He was Ovaltine Jenkins.
How do I find this man?
Who?
No, this is the guy from Psych.
Was there a gag
Which
in
is
Psych
fun-
where
which
people called him Kenny?
Well, apparently, because Bud from Psych Bud is also in an episode of Psych.
Excuse me?
There's an ongoing gag where he introduces his partner and he introduces him and he was Bud from Cosby. And then throughout this series, people refer to, is that Bud? It's a good joke. It's a joke literally for people who watch Psych. And that's all. So if you happen to watch Psych and then you also happen to watch Holes, that was for you.
Wait, he's also in the Wonder Years? Like, have you guys heard anything about the Wonder Years reboot?
Are we talking about Dule Hill? Who are we talking about?
Yeah, Dule.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know anything about that, honestly.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, never mind. I got distracted. Okay. I don't know. Wait, he was in Muppet Babies.
Was
Okay,
he in
fuck.
Muppet
Now
Babies?
I'm turning into Craig. I'm sorry. I'm going to get off his wiki. Okay. More importantly, let's just like speed run this movie because like this movie I felt was great. Or at least the beginning of it was, the first half, because they just hit you with event after event after event, and there was a nice progression to it, and it didn't bore me until the latter half. In which, like, I don't know, just learning about the camp, learning about the boys digging the holes, and they sprinkle all those little tidbits about, like, how it used to be back at the place, like years ago, where it was a luscious town full of teachers, women, children, whatever you want. This place has it. And there was.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What? What do you mean? I'm talking about back in the day, because you know they do the flashback. Well, not flashback, but like. You know, years ago.
They have several flashbacks from points of views of several characters because they all end up tying together to make one cohesive story.
I mean, I don't know.
Which I feel like you missed because you're describing it as them showing how the town used to be.
What am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing. That's why I'm confused.
I mean, do you want me to just go forward?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I want. I don't.
Because, like, if I'm allowed to just go forward, the podcast ends sooner.
Oh, perfect. Go forward.
So they show how the town used to be, in which they have their very own traveling salesman selling his onions, selling his peach jars, whatever you want. This guy
Played by
can
the one
get
and only.
it. What?
Played by the one and only
Mary Lou.
There we go.
The donkey, who is just playing all around. She's really the star of the show, allowing this man, Bud, to do whatever he needs to do to get this town back on its feet and just basically make it prosper.
What the fuck movie you watched? No fucking clue.
No, this is the movie.
No fucking idea what you were fucking watching, my dude.
No, this guy is tied to the city's livelihood because once he is out, the city just goes to shit. Like,
it's cursed.
No, what?
It's cursed.
Yeah.
When Bud died?
When Bud died, it's cursed. It lost all rain. It hasn't rained there since the death of Bud.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean the lynching. Very important distinction.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened.
Not lynching, just the shot. They didn't get there.
Craig, where the fuck were you at the beginning of the podcast when we pulled up what lynching was, the definition of lynching.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly. Death by mob, usually from hanging, but not necessarily.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, the town had never seen better days until that happened. And then like
I would say it was a pretty racist town. Also,
the town has never seen better days since that happened.
I started questioning it as it came out of my mouth, but it still rolled off the tongue.
When they killed Bud, that was peak town life, baby.
Well,
downhill ever since.
Yeah. It went downhill.
Turns out they just had the one Bud. That's That's it.
I mean, that's at least my understanding, but I like how the story was sprinkled throughout. It really kind of allowed you to, I guess, your mind to take a break from some of the other things that maybe you didn't like so much in the movie. Because there was a lot of just like Stanley Yelnats, like learning about life on the camp, getting his nickname Caveman, digging some holes, trying to figure out why he's even digging the holes, and just getting chastised by all of his like crew members. And I don't know, like there was a lot of uninteresting stuff. But I like some of the men, because I really liked Zero. Zero was cool. I liked his hair. Oh shit, and we also forgot to say about life in the old country, because that was really important, in which we learned about the great no good dirty rotten pig stealing grandfather that stole Madame Zeroni's pig. Yeah.
And Madame Zeroni.
Don't you forget to take Madame Zeroni up the mountain. Or she says something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And he did it. He forgot. And then the family was cursed. This movie's got curses on top of curses in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bunch of them. And I don't know. Like, it really makes you think, because there was a lot of symbolism and a lot of things just coming together in this movie.
Can you hit me with that symbolism, please?
God's thumb.
Okay.
God's thumb is the symbol, and the rest of it is prosperity, in which, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff that I was told about in that 6th grade literature class.
Okay.
But I don't know. The class really spelled it out for me, where the movie is a little more subtle. Craig, do you feel the same way?
I don't think it was a symbol. I think it was just God's thumb was the name of the mountain because it looked like a big thumb.
It was a big thumb.
No, but it was prosperity too.
It was full of onions. It's true.
Yeah. And
Can
I
we
don't
talk
know
about how John Voight was in this movie? And Sigourney Weaver.
And Sigourney Weaver, she's fucking attractive.
Who is she?
Oh my god.
Really?
Was she the...
How many women were in this movie, Richard?
I don't know. Was she the Stanley's mom, or was she the
they got Sigourney Weaver to be Stanley's mom. They got Sigourney Weaver and they fucking paired her up with fucking...
I mean, they managed to get the man from Barry to play the dad.
Yes, Henry Winkler. They managed to get the man from Barry.
Yeah,
Henry Winkler is the man from Barry.
That's Henry Winkler.
The great Henry Winkler.
You know, the guy from Barry. I'm surprised, Richard. He's in King of the Hill, Richard.
I know. He believe me, I have seen that episode countless times.
You. Then please, Henry Winkler from King of the Hill. Come on.
Yeah, sorry. Henry Winkler from King of the Hill.
Henry Winkler from The Water Boy.
From The Water Boy. That's right.
Who is he in that?
He's the coach. He's, the main guy.
Wait, is he actually like a big name back in the day?
He's the Fonz.
Oh, I think he's fucking around.
Wait, he was the Fonz?
Yes, he's the Fonz, Richard.
No
please.
Fucking way.
Richard, don't do this, Richard.
The craziest part is this movie came out like 20 plus years ago, and he still looks exactly like that now.
Yeah, I commented on that too. I'm like, motherfucker picked the look and then stuck with it for 20 fucking years.
But he's been like old. It's funny because he was so young. You see pictures of or whatever from the Fonz as the Fonz. He's a young guy. But he's been old as shit for like a long time.
The day after, the day Happy Days ended, he just fucking
he looked like that, and he stayed there. And he doesn't.
I guess it's a timeless look. I guess
he doesn't
Children's
look
Hospital.
The same to
like
me.
when he was on Children's Hospital, he looked exactly like that.
He looks exactly like that. It's wild. Well, I guess Larry David kind of does the same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah, Larry David looked like that when he was 25.
Fucking yeah. It's wild. It's I don't know what to make of it, honestly. Sometimes life hits you like a fucking train, and there's nothing you can do about it, I guess.
I didn't know that this man was actually like big.
Yes, he's Henry Winkler. I don't understand.
Parks and Rec.
He played himself in King of the Hill. He was big time Hollywood celebrity Henry Winkler in that episode of King of the Hill. What do you mean?
No fucking way. He's Boris from Rugrats.
Oh my god.
Is he really Boris from Rugrats?
Yeah, that one's new to me actually.
New Rugrats. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That sounds correct then.
New Rugrats?
Yeah, I guess the CGI.
I don't
Yeah, I haven't seen much of that.
This is CGI Rugrats?
Yeah, it looks like garbage, of course.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
Paramount
it's
Plus.
on Paramount Plus.
Go get yours today.
But yeah, I really didn't know he was the Fonz. I don't know.
It's
He
wild.
doesn't look the same.
He
I
does.
also never watched Happy Days, but I knew of the Fonz.
Yeah, everybody knows the Fonz.
Yeah,
just
everyone knows
'cause
the Fonz.
You know,
Did he sound the same back then too?
Hey.
Hey, he did an accent. He did like a funny voice.
We also,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
we were not alive when that show was on.
Well, sure, but come on, you guys. Well, Richard apparently hasn't. You've watched Happy Days, right? Stu?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, it was on probably Nick at Night or some shit when it was.
Yeah, it was on Nick at Night.
Sunday.
I always
Monday,
turned it
happy
off.
Days.
I don't know. It just wasn't my thing.
It was good. Happy
What was
Days
it
is good
even
television.
about?
It's about Happy Days.
No,
Tuesday,
like was
Wednesday,
it a
Happy
bar? Was
Days.
it a school?
It was a sitcom. It was
No, like what was the setting though? Was
Every
it a
episode,
school or
the
was it
Fonz
a
had
bar?
to
Diner.
jump a shark.
Diner.
no, not every
Wait, so it was a
episode.
diner,
He did
you
that
said,
one
right?
episode. Yeah, there's a diner sometimes. Sometimes they're at the Cunningham's residence.
But what was like the main place?
I guess the diner, if I had to choose.
Where does the name come from? The Happy,
Happy
Days.
Days?
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's just
What
they're
a
Happy
day.
Days. It's just
Just having a happy
Okay.
time.
yeah. I don't know. It was a simpler time, Richard. I don't know what to tell you. I think it was just called Happy Days.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it's been a while, but I remember.
You know
Happy Days
Ron
fondly.
Howard, Rich? Do you know who Ron
Yeah.
Howard is?
I would be shocked.
He
if
was
knew
he
Ron
was the
Howard is.
Arrested Development guy,
Okay, thank you. Good. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Because he hidden.
and he was on Simpsons.
Also,
where-
another show that had Henry Winkler as a regular character. Arrested Development.
I don't remember him.
Henry Winkler
Wait, was he
plays
the-
small roles in everything. He's always comes back for
just always
things, and
around.
he must just be like a pleasure to work with. I would imagine.
I'll believe it. He seems like it. I am just going by his demeanor. I don't know.
Yeah. Actually, in fact, I somebody was talking to me the other day. Was telling me they were listening. He watched some like round table thing where Henry Winkler was talking to somebody else and Shatner, William
Okay.
Shatner, and Shatner was basically saying how he's just he hates dealing with his fans and such a pain in the ass. Where Winkler is just like he loves every minute of it, and he's just happy that people want to see him.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds right. I love that.
That sounds
Also,
like
wow,
me.
Shatner, what an asshole.
Shatner does seem like an asshole.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I've seen it on Psych.
I mean, I don't know. He's allowed to be an asshole if he wants to.
Yeah,
see
Richard, it's not a
nothing
crime to
wrong
be an
with it.
asshole. What's your fucking point?
I don't know. I guess I don't like you just throwing around the term asshole. There's a negative connotation to it.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Guess. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
where are we going from here? Did we finish the movie?
I think we finished the movies. That was a good talk, guys. We should probably next week we can probably talk about
Holes.
Holes 2.
You know, I was surprised that this actually had a post-credit scene in which
No,
I
didn't
thought
watch
that. Oh, it's basically Hector Zeroni doing the thing his mom said about, your family's going to be cursed.
Wait, what?
What?
What did he curse?
I don't know. He did the voice that Craig did. Craig, do you want to do the voice about taking you up the mountain?
And don't you forget to take Madame Zeroni up the mountain, or else you will be cursed. You and your family will be cursed for forever and eternity.
Okay.
And she kind of
Yeah, that.
face goes in.
So he did that?
Yeah, that's what he did.
But to no one in particular, he just did it?
Just to the audience. He
So what
was
did he
like
say?
staring. He was like straight at the camera, just saying that.
That exact thing?
Essentially, what Craig did. Yeah. Because Craig, did you see the post-credit scene?
No, I did not.
Oh,
I did not
okay.
know there was one.
I mean, whenever I watch one of these movies, I immediately just like hover over like the scroll bar just to see when the credits actually start and if there's a post-credit scene.
Well, it's kind of ridiculous if Disney Plus, like, just stops it if, because you know how it'll, like, the credits roll and the screen goes away kind of and it makes it small.
Yeah, I did that. I forgot what it told me to watch. I can't remember.
Oh crap! Yeah, what did it tell me to watch?
What did it tell me to watch?
It was
Stanley?
funny. Oh.
No, what did it tell me to watch? It was something I got a laugh out of it too.
I did get a laugh out of it too.
Yeah.
What was it?
Man, what the fuck was? Oh, the Even Stevens movie. That's what it was for me.
Oh, that's not what it was. That was not what it was.
It was the Even Stevens movie. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna jump into that right now.
I don't remember what it was for me because I was just trying to figure out how to get it like bigger because I want to see the credits. I don't want to see what it's trying to recommend.
Yeah, but that's kind of fucked up that it does do that when there's a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Disney Plus, be better.
Like, what are the chances that, like, because I imagine there's some kind of human intervention to say, like, okay, this is where you can, like, start to recommend your next thing, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it, but I guess someone has to see where it ends and set it there. But yeah.
Oh God, that must actually be awful now that I think about it.
Why?
Like, I don't know. Or like, do you think maybe that there's something that they managed to do, like for Home Improvement, for example? Do you think someone is picking that time for every episode, or do you think that they train some kind of computer program like, okay, this is what it looks like when the credits start rolling?
It might be like if you know how long the credits are, they're generally going to stay that length.
True.
Yeah, so you do the runtime minus that length, and that's when you start it.
Oh, and maybe like a plus or minus kind of thing.
That's
like,
what I'd imagine. So because that's my guess. Final answer. Yeah. What was that movie where Shia LaBeouf played
Transformers?
A special kid, the autistic guy? That was a movie, right?
That was a movie. It might have been Transformers.
No, like, wasn't there a movie where he actually... Oh, yeah. True Confessions.
True Confessions. It was driving me nuts. I knew it was True something, because I think the sister's name was True. And it had... The gimmick was, like, they like recorded stuff, I think. And a confession tape would make sense. Man,
okay.
What a film.
Craig, you don't know this,
Powerful stuff.
No, I don't.
True Confessions follows the story of a young teenager, True, and her twin brother, Eddie, played by Shia LaBeouf, who has a developmental disability. We gotta watch that.
It's heartbreaking, Craig. It really is.
No, I love heartbreaking.
It's a heartbreaking film. Good on Shia LaBeouf.
Craig didn't even cry in this movie, or the last one.
I don't know what he'd cry about.
I don't know. He said that he was going to cry during one of them, and he didn't.
I definitely cried during The Fox and the Hound. What are you talking about?
Oh, The Fox and the Hound. Yeah, he cried all over the place.
I'm currently watching the True Confessions library scene.
Oh man, don't cry. That's like that part like stuck with me forever.
I'm not going to cry, but Shia LaBeouf might.
He might. He does a good job. Say what you will about the guy. The guy can act.
I mean, can he? Like, what has he been in lately?
He's been doing art.
I think he did that Honey Boy movie was hit, but that was about him.
What's Honey Boy?
Oh yeah, hasn't he just been playing Capture the Flag a bunch? In real life?
So we didn't talk about Jon Voight.
Who is that?
Was that Jon Voight?
Jon Voight, famous actor, Jon Voight.
Is that all you want to say about Jon Voight?
Everybody's talking about me. I don't care what they're saying. Driving around in Jon Voight's car.
Casca, what's he doing?
I have no idea.
Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
George buys the car.
That's right.
It's John
I remember
Voight's
that.
car, but
That's right.
it's
That's
John
right.
Voight, the dentist.
Yeah. It's a good bit.
I don't even. I'm
John
looking
Voight
at
is
pictures
an
of this
actor,
man.
but he's also Angelina Jolie's father.
I'm looking at pictures of him, and I don't even know who he played in this movie.
He was the Mr. Sir.
John Voight.
Oh, okay.
Also, what a good name for a character.
No, that's because you find it. You
Sir.
find out that he changed his name because he had a
Well,
girl's
yeah.
name or something, right? What was his name?
Marion?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the berry.
What?
Like the berry.
There's a Marion Barry?
Yeah, you don't know this? This might just be a Pacific Northwest thing, I
It
think.
might be, yeah. What is a
But-
Marion Berry? What does it taste like?
It's a blackberry developed by some breeding program in Oregon.
Oh.
Huh.
Is it delicious?
I don't think I've ever had it. I might have had like the ice cream before,
Okay.
but yeah,
That
it's
just looks like a blackberry.
yeah, but it's a special one.
Is it tartar? What is it?
Oh,
Is it sweeter?
it originated in Marion County, Oregon.
It accounts for half of all blackberries produced in Oregon.
Huh. Yeah, because like there are a bunch of places here that'll make like ice cream, pies, that kind of stuff. And I haven't even heard of this thing before coming here.
Well, bring some August 5th.
I don't know if I'll be there.
What do you mean? You just said you're gonna.
Well, on the bright side, if I'm not there August 5th, Craig is getting $50.
You have a whole week, Richard. Figure it out.
Oh, that's not enough time.
That's so much time.
I wish it was.
You can figure it out.
What's it say?
It's like 10 days.
Yeah.
Uh,
You have 10 days to figure it out.
okay. Well, I don't know if I'll be there. I can't
10
make
days.
promises.
He has 10 days, Craig.
Rich, just pretend like somebody died and you have to make a trip.
Yeah, you have to make it for some.
You have 10 days.
Someone died.
I mean,
You have 10
Steve
days.
is in the hospital.
Steve's in the hospital.
fuck! No! I named names!
Casca said it too, I think.
I did said it too. Yeah,
We've all said it. We've outed
we've
him.
all said it. This episode has to be deleted. No podcast this week. I'm okay with that.
Oh.
This is not. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be brave enough to say it. Not our finest episode, boys.
I
We didn't even talk
this
about
is
the
us
the
just
thing.
like, this is us just catching
We didn't
up,
even
I
mention
think.
X-ray or
Yeah.
armpit or
No,
zigzag.
no,
Craig,
it didn't even
Craig,
come
we
up.
don't
Our
need
bag,
to
he
talk
existed.
about
a little
Barf
bit.
bag got bit by a rattlesnake. We didn't even talk about the yellow spotted lizards that were just
Nope.
bearded dragons.
Now, this
Nope.
is something I wanted to talk about,
CGI.
in which Lynn was really upset because this movie is giving.
Don't name names.
Lynn has been on the podcast. She can be named.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah. In which they're giving the. Is it Komodo or bearded dragons, or are they the same?
bearded dragons
Yeah.
are not even
Komodo
poisonous.
dragon
Or
is such a different animal.
Komodo dragons are huge. And what they should have been, which I'm pretty sure what they were based on was a Gila monster, right? Which are actually poisonous lizards.
I have no idea. I barely remember.
Are those in Pokemon?
Yeah, they're scraggy. It's based off of them.
No, I thought the Helioptile.
No, that would make too much sense.
Oh. Well, anyway, Lynn was just upset because like bearded dragons are supposed to be the sweetest boys.
They
and-
are.
They are. They're so cute. That scene when they're just all on top of them, they're like, oh, they're so sweet. They just, you know,
Were they
These little
real or
guys.
CGI'd?
they're real. Sometimes, a lot of time, they were CGI.
Okay.
The end where they were definitely real in that end scene.
Yeah,
That's a Gila monster.
it's a little guy.
Huh. He looks like I would like to rub my hand on him
Yeah,
and just
I bet you
feel his
would.
bumps.
He's a lumpy guy. Yeah, they're so cute. Look at him. Yeah.
I don't know if I wanted to say anything specific about this movie.
I didn't either. I don't know why. Again, it was a fine film. I enjoyed it. I'm just like, thinking back on it. I'm like, I don't fucking have anything to say about Holes. Because what do you say about Holes? It's like one of those films that fucking everyone fucking loved and they fucking talked about it and stuck with it forever. Or they were just like me and they're like, okay.
I feel like I liked the movie, like the first half was better than the second, because the first half it seemed like a lot of stuff is happening and it's sprinkling the flashback stuff.
Well,
but then
it's a lot of setup till the
but
builds
then
up to the thing.
It gets a lot worse because like once he actually leaves the camp and crashes the car, there's a lot of like dialogue and personal connection and not much happening, which just upset me. What?
That was like the growth part of the film.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't think it needs this. Like, this movie should just be fun. Just take me from point A to point B and don't take any detours. I don't need growth. I just want, like, I don't know. I just want to have a good time in my movies and not think. You know what I mean? And this was a bit of a thinker, I think, towards the end. Because you had to put a lot of the clues together in which you had to realize that, oh, the curse is now broken because a Yelnats took a Zeroni up the mountain to drink the water and sang the song. And which, by the way, fan, in case you're listening to this, that's why things started to go really well for the Yelnats family. Because
we didn't talk about that, so what do they know?
What was that?
We didn't talk about any of that.
I mean,
that they were cursed and that everything was going bad.
And then they broke the curse, and then Henry Winkler solved foot odor.
He did.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hated. The fact that they called the sploosh the peach thing, and then they used the sploosh name later on.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It wasn't good. Like, they also tried to make the kid seem dumb and that he didn't know how to read. But you can't teach someone how to read in the course of 3 scenes.
He didn't really know how to read. He could kind of figure it out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
He recognized letters, especially those. Let's think about the things he recognized. The name of the person that was teaching him, which he probably used to teach him. That's the end of the list of things that he read.
Okay, well,
in case you were waiting.
I mean, I kind of was. I don't know.
That's kind of my point. Like, I don't think he was reading at a fucking expert level, Richard. He could just kind of recognize. He was still he still also kind of didn't. He just knew that the name was the same thing backwards. That's what he recognized first. And then he was like, I think that's a Stanley.
Now, like, I want to just talk about the end of the movie here in which they dig up the treasure.
Yeah.
And they bring it to his house and they open the treasure and it's filled with a lot of different things in which, like, you know, what you would usually expect to find in, like, I don't know. What would you expect to find in a Wild Wild West person's, like, treasure stash? This person had,
Kiss and Kate
jewels.
Barlow, who we haven't named at all this entire podcast.
Yeah, Kiss and Kate Barlow, yeah. She kissed Magic Head and then he was lynched. And she became an outlaw.
Like, my problem is with her treasure, in which she had, like, silver goblets, a bunch of doubloons, necklaces, and I feel like there were AT&T stock certificates, which the treasure just seemed to be all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, they talked about the stocks. It was specifically what...
Yeah, because that's what Stanley
Yelnats
the first had.
Yeah, that's what he had, stocks.
Did they mention that before?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, they did.
He got robbed.
That's how they actually introduced us to Stanley Yelnats the first. It was like, hey, we weren't always that bad. We got lucky once, remember? When Stanley Yelnats the first got lucky on the stock market. It's like, yeah, then he got robbed by Kiss and Kate Barlow. And then they showed the flashback where he got robbed by Kiss and Kate Barlow.
I saw the flashback, but I didn't know what got stolen, I guess.
His stocks.
It's kind of weird that, like, she murdered his entire crew, but not him.
Yeah. She didn't want to kiss him.
Gross man.
Yeah.
Well, neither did that other girl, the first one, with the pig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, I don't know. That's all I have to say about the movie. I'm glad you explained the treasure because I was just it was going over my head. I didn't understand it.
Yeah. that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good movie. It just is. It's a good book, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to go back, I guess, if I really wanted to. Yeah, go watch it. I don't know. Watch the fucking movie. Go watch the movie. Why are you here listening to us? Go watch the movie. It's better. It was a good time.
I actually watched the movie this time.
I can't vouch for that, but go watch the movie. It's good. It's a good movie.
Craig, do you have any final thoughts before we talk about next week? Next 2 weeks? Whatever?
What was the doctor's name? Dr.
Dr. Good Lady.
Dr.
Mom.
Dr. Mom.
At least I think they called him Mom, right?
They called him Mom. He
wasn't a doctor.
He was the counselor, but he was called Doctor. Except that they revealed at the end that he wasn't a doctor.
Yeah, he wasn't a doctor at all. Y'all fucking know about the other version of this movie that almost came out? That almost came to be?
No, what was that?
Are you all familiar with Donnie Darko? Are you familiar with that film,
No.
Donnie Darko?
I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
You don't know about Donnie Darko? Okay, well, the guy who directed Donnie Darko was originally trying to adapt the movie, the book Holes into his own fucking movie, and it was supposed to take place in like a post-nuclear California, and a bunch of other like very dark, very depressing fucking movie that I don't remember why, but it just never came to be. And instead, you get this fucking thing Disney shat out. Never mind. If you don't know what Donnie Darko is, and I'm not gonna. I think that like that tells you a lot. That's very telling of what Holes could have been. But I guess that's neither here nor there. We don't actually want to talk about Holes in the Holes podcast. So
no.
Yeah. Do we leave?
I don't know. I'm busy looking at Twitter right now, or whatever you want to call it.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah. What do you want to fucking call it? Because what is he doing? What is if you don't have the bird? How the fuck what is your thing now? It's just a fucking X. What does it mean?
That's
true. Wait, that's what that is? I just noticed that too.
Yes.
Wait, what do you just notice?
I thought it was just a mistake. There's something was going on with Twitter, but there's an
I thought like for a second too, like, oh, did it load in wrong or something? Like, what is this, an error? No, it's just he just changed the icon. It's just an X now, and branding, baby.
But everyone recognizes the little bird.
Oh yeah, it's called Twitter, my dude. For tweeting, you tweet. What are you doing with the X? What am I supposed to do? What am I doing now? God, what a fucking moron. I don't understand.
Dead, right? Do I have to make that other account?
Which one?
There's something else.
Don't you use Threads already? You're the big Instagram boy.
That's the one, Thread. Yeah, I haven't made it
that's
yet.
it's Facebook's Twitter. Go for it. It's tied to your Instagram. You probably already have it set up.
I don't, but yeah, I'm aware of it.
Well, set it up for us. That's where everyone has to go now, because I don't know what to tell us what to follow us on. Because I don't know what it is. Follow us on X.
The only reason why I wanted to bring that up is because apparently someone beat Craig's brother to the punch in a U.S. congressional hearing.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Saying that UFOs exist and the American government has alien bodies. And Craig, we now know for sure we don't even need your brother on the podcast anymore, so you can cancel the invite.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. I need to look more into this. Or Casca, do you know what's going on with these?
All I heard was a man attested to the government having alien crafts and bodies under oath, and I'm like, that's a big deal.
I'm excited. Craig, are you excited?
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff. I mean,
now your brother can tell us all about it.
Of this, like, military men talking, like, being more open about extraterrestrial activity. I don't know if you noticed that. That's been happening a lot more recently. And it's interesting.
I thought it was just like my Twitter feed, like just starting to cater to my interests.
No, definitely not. And also, I don't know if you can call Twitter anymore, Richard, please.
Sorry, my X feed.
Your X feed, thank you.
Yeah.
That sounds really. It's like something completely different.
It's your X feed, you know.
What
do you mean? What are you talking about? What other connotations could the letter X have on the internet, Craig? I don't understand. You don't just go there and you watch some X videos, Craig? Huh? You don't just go fucking watch some X videos?
It's xylophone only stuff.
Xylophone. Oh,
it's all God. X-Men related stuff.
It's all X-Men related. Oh, I would love that. Is that even an X? Is it something else? It's probably like a different symbol that means something, right? It's gotta.
Elon Musk
it's like thicker and then it's thinner. It's gotta be something. Good news! Oracle of Ages and Seasons up on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, okay. Now, I want to be on Threads, but I don't want to create an Instagram account.
I don't think you can have one without. I think you can have an Instagram account without Threads, but I don't think you can have a Threads account without Instagram.
That's the life we live.
Be glad you don't have to have a Facebook account.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Instagram is that bad. I don't use it, but end of statement.
I mean, now that Twitter's doing whatever it's doing, maybe it is time to jump ship.
Bud. It's been time for a while, it feels like. And now this one, I'm just like, come on. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. What is any of this?
It doesn't feel the same, and I feel like I'm getting a lot more ads and garbage.
So much garbage. I've been blocking everything. Just fucking block it all.
Yeah,
just block it all.
There's a lot of crap.
It's a nightmare. I mean, I guess that's gonna happen when you spend 40 billion more than it's fucking worth. You fucking dumb piece of shit.
Good thing about Instagram is it's mostly you do get still advertisements and stuff, but you have your main feed, right? Of stuff you follow, and then once you get to the bottom of it, it says, "Oh, you've finished it," and then everything after that is like things you might like.
Okay, but can I get just like a couple words, just a string of informative text? That's all I want.
Well, everyone posts the string of informative text with a picture anyway on Twitter.
You see, that's no, they don't. And even if they do, the picture, it's not. Like I've seen the Instagram. It's like you have the picture, and it's like 90% of the screen is that one picture, and then you kind of have the text, and you get like the first line, and then you have to expand to watch more of it. Every single
tweet I am looking at is a big photo with small text.
But it's Craig, you have to hit. The text is. That's the thing, though. The text is on the top, and guess what? I don't have to look. I don't have to click read more to fucking read the text, Craig.
Because they have a word limit, I think, on Twitter versus the not.
Because the text is it's what you're there for, Craig. The text is
Twitter
front and center,
doesn't have
Craig.
a word limit.
They took that. Well, it does. It's just much larger than it used to be. Which was also a problem. I hated when they did that the first time. But that's not Muskrat's fault. That's been an issue.
Because do you know what the new word limit is? Or text limit?
What is it now?
It's huge.
God, they got stats. It's what like you.
Okay, I'm going to send you a tweet right here, and you're going to see how big the word limit actually is. Now, please disregard the content, but you can basically
that's a paragraph.
Hard mode headless horseman.
No, hold on, Casca. Do you see?
Oh my God!
Click in. Yeah.
This is a fucking essay.
Exactly. You could probably. This has got to be at least like 2,000 characters.
You have to. It's not. You're gonna have to.
Actually, if you look on Twitter itself, you don't. You see all of it. But no one wants to see that, Craig. I don't want that.
Yeah, like
no, you have to click show more to see the whole thing.
Okay, but I don't want that, Craig. I want fucking... No one does that, but this fucking asshole. Who is this? Who's this piece of shit? I want to yell at him specifically.
We're not allowed to name names.
You can tell me his Twitter handle.
Mr. Gum.
Mr. Gum. He's verified.
I mean, what does verified even mean on Twitter
He
anymore?
gave him extra money to have a little blue check mark. So he's a fucking double piece of shit. What is fucking clown? Yeah, fuck you, you fucking clown. What is this? This is World of Warcraft content? Yeah, fuck this fucking ass clown piece of shit. Fucking Mr. Magoo ass motherfucker. This guy can fucking suck my left fucking testicle, man. All this shit, I'm fucking done with it. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, well, what are we doing next?
I don't know. I'm fucking mad now. Craig, explain what TikTok is before you lose it.
I don't know. I don't use it.
Fuck.
Okay. Well, next movie, guys, we're gonna go back into the community feedback in which the bag is running low. It's the well is almost dry, in which we only have one more movie to pull from. So we might need more requests, or you're just gonna have to suffer through what I pick.
We can just pick movies together as a team, as a family. We get together, have a little powwow at the end of every episode, and we hash it out.
Yeah, but for next week, we're still going the community route, and we're gonna do
for sure.
Cadet Kelly.
Yeah, we saved the best one for last. I remember that. I picked this. I put this one aside. I give it a little kiss.
I'm gonna kiss it too right after you.
Okay, that's weird.
Dunce
Okay,
number one.
You want to
signing
get in
off.
on this?
Good night, good bless.
I'll blow it a kiss.
There you go.
Oh.
Say your fucking line. I want to leave.
And Greg's doing. I'm leaving too.
On the third one. Remember, August 5th, Craig's house. Be there or don't. I don't give a fuck.
Up there, high in the dark bell tower, lives the mysterious bell ringer.
He lived a solitary life, behind stone walls.
Hey, Quasi, what's going on out there? A fight? A flogging?
The Festival of Fools.
All right. Wine, women, and song.
Outside was a world he only dreamed about.
I'd never fit in out there.
Until he met Esmeralda.
Come with me.
You're right. I'll go.
Way to go, lover boy.
A guy so swell. Join the fun. Sit.
Hey, whoa!
And live the adventure.
Come back here, Gypsy!